Is it possible to start working on your credit score while you're still in an active bankruptcy case? In this video, John Watson and myself, John Skiba, both consumer protection attorneys, are going to discuss whether it's possible for you to correct or even improve your credit score while you're still in an active bankruptcy. If this is your first time here to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click subscribe. That way you'll get instant access to the new videos and content that I put out each week that help you deal with serious debt problems. All right, so let's jump into that question. Is it possible to deal with your credit or start to improve your credit while you're still in an active bankruptcy? This is a question a lot of people have because filing for bankruptcy is going to absolutely damage your credit. And for most people, that's their biggest concern, is how do they improve their credit once they have to go through the bankruptcy process? So let's go ahead and jump into that question of improving your credit while you're still in an active bankruptcy case.
Yeah, so I'll say this for everybody involved in credit reporting. Chapter 13 can be a little confusing. The mortgage companies are confused, debt collectors are confused. I think probably the best way to handle it is to definitely do it after you get out. Now the question is, should you do it while you're in there? I think if you can look at your credit report and see actual errors. So I'll give you an example. There's an account that you paid off, and it should be a zero balance, but it's showing that you owe $1,000. Well, if you paid it off, then yeah, dispute that. But for most creditors and debt collectors, they kind of freeze the credit reporting during a Chapter 13, at least what I've seen, because there's so much uncertainty about what are they supposed to do. In other words, are you current or are you late if you're making your payments into court for Chapter 13? And, so John, you may want to talk about that because I don't do bankruptcy. So I get people after a Chapter 13 and then we help them with their credit, but you deal with it sort of in real time.
Yeah, the surprising thing to a lot of people is, because there's Chapter 7 and Chapter 13. Most people file Chapter 7. That's the process that eliminates all the debt. It's relatively short, takes about 4 to 5 months to process, as opposed to a Chapter 13 where you're required to pay a portion of your debts back over a 3 to 5 year period. And so it seems a little backwards, but what I see often is people's credit score recovers more quickly in a Chapter 7 just because it's over. It gets done in 4 or 5 months, and then you can move on from it. I've seen mortgage lenders like FHA, I believe it's 2 years from the date of discharge. They'll reconsider you for like a mortgage loan. Some of the other lenders are 3 and 4 years. Where at Chapter 13, the tough thing you have is kind of what you were mentioning. You're in an active bankruptcy case for up to 5 years. That's not to say that lending can't occur. I've seen car loans with actually surprisingly decent interest rates that people have been able to obtain while they're in a Chapter 13. But I agree. I think probably if you're looking just to repair it all, it's better to wait until the discharge is entered. They'll update the accounts at that point once that is finally entered, showing the zero balances. And you're probably going to have a better overall result if you wait until that's over. But that's a tough one because it's a long process, and you're gonna have to wait all the way to the end of that to really get what it is that you're looking for there.